Hi everyone, welcome to episode
7.
There you go.
I
I've
got
been
it
saying
right.
the episode's wrong this entire time, yo. And you've been on point, so I apologize about that.
I don't know.
Abby gets weird about apologies and thank
Yeah.
yous. If you guys didn't know that about her. Wow, let's start off with this.
Cheers.
Right,
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
a little different. We're taking a shot. And
what
I
are they-
definitely want a cocktail after this. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely want a cocktail after this. So this Too Many Opinion podcast, this is your tequila and we will replace it.
Cheers. God,
Yes.
not to disrespect you, but it is Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. I know we just took a shot, but
Absolutely.
church was very beautiful today.
We did go to church, yes.
Sure
And
did.
it was beautiful.
We usually go out to eat after with the gang,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason today, everybody
I
went
don't know
their
why
separate ways.
it was just like a little off today. But maybe
It's
because
okay,
everybody
'cause
wants to
it-
go with their
the
families.
family. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Mhm.
And then, of course, us two, we have priorities. We were supposed to film.
We were supposed to film Wednesday.
Yeah.
Then we were supposed to film Thursday. Then we were supposed to film Friday.
Many
Saturday.
days.
And then like it's just been so hectic for us lately.
Super hectic.
Like we've been so busy. Like it's been birthdays on birthdays.
Yep.
We have a trainer now. Shout out to Darius.
Yes.
So we
my
can't
legs-
miss out on our trainer.
My legs still hurt.
My legs
Darius.
still hurt.
If you're listening to this, Darius, my legs still hurt, and it's day 7. I'm going to
Literally.
the doctors. That's not normal.
Literally. And we're back at it again tomorrow. So we couldn't just leave filming for tomorrow because we have to train tomorrow. So it's just been hectic, but we're glad we prioritized
Yep,
today.
and-
Even
yep.
on Easter holiday, we're still here filming and making sure we're on point.
priorities. We gotta make
Yes.
sure because this episode has to go out soon.
Every Wednesday.
And talking
And if
about
you didn't know, it's every Wednesday.
priorities, right? Like bills and all these things, grocery shopping. This topic that we're about to talk about is a topic that I think people have on a day-to-day basis about how expensive life is right now.
Jesus Christ. Get into it.
Life is like,
It's next level right
it's not
now.
normal right now.
Especially like, cause like honestly, like me on the weekends, I feel very luxurious. Like I feel like pinky's up. Like I just want to be in restaurants and being fabulous. Like I don't want to be eating honey chicken wings.
No, like,
I want to eat like some shit I can't pronounce.
right.
Like what the hell?
Like, what kind of sauce is this? Like I did today earlier.
Yeah, like I want you to read me the specials of the day,
Right.
and I want a martini or the wine.
Or an exclusive. Today I had an Italian beer. It was like fabulous.
I had an Italian soda and I had an Italian martini, and it was beautiful. And that's the type of life I want to live. But with this economy, it's
not
spooky.
possible. Like last week after church, the gang and I, we went to go eat something real like
Yeah, we left it at a $10 minimum.
like meal because it's like we can't go to church and then eat somewhere expensive every day.
Every Sunday,
Every
we can't do that every Sunday. Come on,
'Cause
let's
it's
be
just
real.
Not like
It's
life
just
is
not
so
a-
expensive.
Right, we
You
can
literally-
choose a holiday today. We
Yep.
chose violence today, not violence, but
No,
we chose damage today, and it's okay. It's okay, but we can't do that next Sunday.
Yeah, no. We told guys because it's Easter.
It's for some reason we always
God,
have an
you know what's
excuse.
up.
We always have an excuse. Like every single time we want to spend money on food, which is typically often, we always make up this celebratory something. We make
Always- we
something
always
up. Like,
celebrate.
oh, we're celebrating the podcast today.
Yeah, let's just go full force. 'Cause this is actually gonna be our last time out.
Yeah, we're not gonna go out for the next month because we hit 200,000 views on this video. So because of that, we're celebrating today.
No, but for real, guys, bringing it back.
Yeah.
Life is expensive. Right
Next
now, I'm
fucking
gonna
level.
go over a few things that I just got off Google. So don't think that this is all wrong.
Factual.
These are just people, obviously, that write stuff about the average cost. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but I did go through it, and a lot of them are pretty similar. So currently, the average salary in 2023 in the U.S. is $53,490. That is in the U.S.
Poor.
$53,000?
Yep. And the rent is, do you have it there or I have it?
Let's talk about salary in Rhode Island though.
Yeah.
So in New York and in Mass. So we're gonna talk about like areas near us.
Yeah.
So the average salary in Rhode Island is $57,220. In New York is $63,970.
Which is insane that we're close to New York.
63,000 in New York is wild.
Boston? What
'Cause
about
I be
Boston?
watching that guy that be talking about how much you pay for rent, and I just be like, "You say you pay $6,000,
How much?
bro? Like, what are you talking about?"
What's Boston's?
Mass is 65,680, more than New York. Boston, all Boston people are coming down to Rhode Island because life is
Yeah,
better for them down
Boston.
here.
You just gotta stay in Boston because you guys are making life tougher for us.
Yes, because now things are getting expensive for us. because
Rhode
they're
Island is
all
getting real Boston, New
migrating
Yorkish.
over here.
Yeah, you know, Boston is one of the top places that are like the most expensive to
Yeah.
live right now. It's insane.
and we're not far from it. Rhode Island
And,
is not far from it.
Rhode Island, you don't have the luxury,
Yep.
so I'm just confused. But continue.
So talking about the average salary, right? Average salary in the U.S. is $53,490. The average household spends a year on expenses is $61,334. So meaning pretty much most Americans right now currently can't live by themselves.
Absolutely not.
So fellas, stop playing.
Gentlemen,
Stop playing because you definitely need your lady.
you guys need us.
before you get kicked to the curb.
It gotta be 50-50.
And now you rooming with your homies.
Yeah, literally.
And getting heated because your homie don't wash the dishes right.
Oh,
I know
get
that's
heated because
happening.
your homie's not getting out the room when it's time for you to bring a shorty over.
Right. Ooh. Oh, and your homie ate your food yet sight.
And your homie's not clean.
So get it right with your girl right now. If you're going through
Pick
it
a
right now with
partner.
your girl,
Pick a partner and figure it out.
because life.
And if you're trying to buy a house, get a partner.
No, honestly,
You can't buy a house unless you have a partner.
Yeah, you
honestly,
can't right
you
now.
gotta be making literally right now. If you
Not
want to
even
buy
$100,000 is like
nothing,
it's like middle right
but
now.
realistically, like if you're alone, let's say you're alone, and you want to buy a house by yourself, you need to be making at least, I say, like $75K. Like, and that's like
And that's like you're gonna be struggling.
struggling. That's like you better hope your
Yeah.
tenants pay.
Yeah.
And you better buy a 2-family or 3-family. That has to be an investment home.
Right.
It cannot be a 1-family because
One
you're
family.
fucking stupid if you do that.
Literally. That's what life has come to right now.
Yeah.
And talking about family, let's talk about childcare.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So the average childcare cost right now currently is $891 to $1,141 per month, which I think is pretty cheap still. I think it's like more expensive. But imagine that times 3. So if you have 3 kids, right? And you got to get to work, you got to get to your money, you got to pay your bills. 3 kids, you're hitting about $4,000.
3 babies.
$4,000 a month.
So my recommendation for you people that are trying to have kids, have a child, wait till that one's in kindergarten to have the next one. So you can only have 1 daycare payment. That's what, oh, you know what? Actually, just have 1. If you really, because obviously we need to have kids, right? We don't want to just stay without no kids. I truly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I feel like I would just have 1 child.
No, right now it's not even about like, oh my God, I just want to like be able to just have children and I want my family of 3. Like life is crazy. You really got to think about like, okay, I got to take care of me and then I got to take care of a little fella. Like,
And for us women, like when we think about having kids, like as in for me, let me speak for myself. I think about when I have a child, I think about, can I take care of this child by myself?
Right.
Because you just don't know what could happen. And my baby is not about to be out in this world dusty and living this whack-ass life.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm 29 years old, no children yet, because
And
I
you
have
know
to
that
be able to
our
afford.
time, our pretty much everybody from what is the millennial?
Millennials.
Like what's the year for us? Do you know the year?
Damn,
I don't
hold
know,
on.
but for
I'll
us
look it up really
currently,
quick.
we have it the worst. We are not marrying. We are not having children. We are having none of these things. We're kind of stuck. A lot of us live with our parents.
I live with my mom, so
Like,
and I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. To keep it
because
aside.
life is that expensive right now. If you do not have a partner, if you do not have a partner, and the thing is that like social media is now killing the game for relationships too. So it's like, yo, what is going on right now?
Badly.
So life is just kind of all the way effed up. Because I wouldn't even be surprised to find somebody that lives with their parents nowadays. It's just like, yo, I don't even care, like, because life is that expensive.
Yeah, like I don't see. I mean, I live with my mom, but regardless, like, recently, I had a friend that they told me that they lived with mad people in the house, and I don't even like. There's like zero judgments. Like, yo, I respect your hustle. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because life is that crazy right now. And even if I was to purchase a home right now, I'm buying it with my mom.
Right.
Like, we're gonna just both be owners because. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just buy it with my mom than to buy it with a partner right now. Because
relationships is not even, nobody's solid no more. Nobody, like, life is too expensive to be acting this way. We can't even be loyal. Like, life is just crazy right now. And it's just like, everybody's on some just F it shit. Like, F it.
Yeah.
Like, ladies, you thinking that men are out here again, like my boy Kevin Samuels said, rest in peace. There is only a small percentage of high value men who make a certain amount of money. So that's meaning that majority of men make a certain amount of money. So then men, right now, if you're making a certain amount of money, now you need to tone it down. Right? You can't have all these expectations about a woman that you want, right? You want her to be X, Y, and Z, but she's also providing money. You got to make sure you guys are at the same level because you can't think that you're up here when she's bringing money to the table as well.
And you can't be controlling shit when shit's 50-50.
Or doing whatever the hell you want. Like,
you literally have to sit down with your partner and meet and like make up a common ground that's comfortable for you guys. There's no men's a head honcho no more. Even though, in a sense, like, at least for me, I would like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still would like it to be a man, a woman, be a woman. But at the end of the day, that controlling shit, that woman stays at home not chilling, because it's never chilling. Let me rephrase that. The woman stays at home taking care of the kids and doing the house duties. That shit don't exist no more.
No.
Unless that man's making over 100,000. Of course,
the thing is that, of course, us women, we fought for our rights to work and stuff, right? So the thing is that we're able to provide for ourselves now. So it's kind of hard for men to want to do certain things or feel a certain way when a woman's doing the same thing as them. You know what I mean? But that's a whole different topic to go into, because that one's deep. And that one, I feel like we should have a guest to talk about it, because it's just oops, my mic went down. Is it the right way?
Yeah, it's good.
To talk about it, because we could get deep on that one. So, more of the story is I won't be having kids anytime soon.
And it's
really, not in this economy.
And I'm scared because, like, I'm 29 years old. Like, I wish I would have had a kid already. Like, honestly, to be realistic, if I could afford it, I would have had a child when I was in my early 20s. Like, I would say like 25, I would have been good to have a child. Like, like, if I could really afford a kid, I would have have a kid. Like, I see kids right now that are like, I would say 13 and stuff. I wish I had a child that was already 13.
Me too.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, like me looking like this, me feeling like this. I wish I already had a child. And now I'm gonna be chased. I can't. They get me sleepy. Like I'm gonna chase around a kid at 50.
Like I'm like what? Crying? What you crying about?
Crying. Noise bothers me. That disturbs my energy.
Talking about kids. So college costs currently. I feel like college has always been expensive, but I got information of like the average cost of in the U.S. currently. So if you're in state, if you're from the state and you're going to a state college from your state, it's $22,953,000. So that's basically you out of campus. Going to school. When I was in college and I was out of campus, school was about like no more than $10K. So yeah, when I was
that's per year or overall? Year. Jesus Christ.
So now it's $22,000.
And I feel like people can't ever just go to college and do the 4 years and that's it. I feel like you always have to do more.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's giving a year. It's giving $91,812 for your bachelor's degree. And not only, now, this is the crazy part, right? You got now student loans of $92,000. And Annual average yearly pay for a college grad is $41,636. 41,000. What are you gonna do with 41,000? I know you're not paying attention. Put your phone right there. What are you doing with 41,000 and you got $92,000 of loan, and that's what you're making now as a college grad with your bachelor's degree that you went mad hard for?
Nothing. You're just not gonna pay them shits, honestly.
It's pretty much giving you're about to pay these loans for the next 6 years. Like,
yeah, you're just not gonna pay it. I'm sorry. You're gonna pay $40 every now and then.
yeah, you're gonna go on a ill payment plan like
Yeah.
that, or like a pay $5.
That's it.
You
All
might
I
be
could
paying
pay
it
is
for the rest of your
all
life.
I could pay is $25, and that's it. You're gonna pay that for the rest of your life, and you just might as well throw that bill away and just act like it don't exist. 'Cause you're never gonna fucking finish. Honestly, so give it a stack.
So what's the point now, right? Of like, colleges are not even guaranteeing you mad money either now.
And I don't know why they're going up so high because, in my opinion, I don't know if this is statistically true. I feel like people are not going to college as much as back in
they're
the
not,
day.
because it's like you can make $41,000 off shaking
In
your
a
ass,
sitting.
right?
In a sitting,
now. Like, you
literally.
can make an OnlyFans and put toes, bro.
Yeah.
And you'll be making like 20,000
in a
like
month.
3 weeks.
Literally.
And it's just like, come on, man. There's mad different ways.
I be looking at them strippers on TikTok and I'm like, yo, I wish I had a body because low key, yo.
bro.
Not that I'll ever be one, but I just be
But
like,
they
damn,
make quick
like
money, like
quick.
it's just like, damn.
And I'm like, damn, like I just worked the whole fucking week and I just made like not even half of that.
right.
That's crazy.
Whew. But then again, though, all these little youngins, I ain't gonna front. You guys all got social media dreams, though. Right now, they think that like
Either social media dreams or sport dreams.
I believe that you can learn a lot of things from social media, from the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can learn how to build computers. You can learn how to do, but all these kids are lazy now. They don't even want to look up to build a computer
Yeah.
now. They just want
They
to get
want it to
straight
be done.
it. They want it to,
Bring me the computer.
and they
done.
just think that they could do a little TikTok dance and that's it. They make
Yeah.
it in bank, but it's not that easy though.
It's
But
really not. Some
college-
people are lucky though.
They are very lucky. College, though, it's not guaranteeing much money anymore, and it's just
It's
like,
not.
what's
I
the
feel like if
point?
you're not trying to be a nurse, a doctor, or something like where you really need to learn the shit, like a lawyer or a judge, yo, college is a dub. Like imagine going to college to be a nail tech. You could self learn that shit. To be a anything like imagine going to college to be in dance or be like a musician.
And like what people don't understand is that a lot of these businesses are by who they know, right? So if it's not hard labor that they can hire for a small pay, then they're hiring people inside. So it's a daughter. It's a daughter of one of their employees that they've had for a few years, or cousins.
You don't know
this,
somebody?
or the father, the CEO's good friend from Hawaii. Like, it's just about
Connections.
who you know.
Connections.
And connections, yeah, pretty much. So right now, currently, if you're trying, this is just my advice, because I've been working since I was 18, so I kind of have knowledge on how to. I haven't stopped working since I was 18. I've always had a job, and I've noticed that one thing I've learned from working for so long is that connections is the most important thing. So if you're
Literally.
thinking and you're walking into a room because you have a degree, that's not a good thing for you. Just because you went to school and you learn X, Y, and Z, that they don't care about that.
Not only that, but nowadays, well, not just nowadays, but you could just be overqualified now.
Right.
So it's like you still won't get the job because now they're saying, oh, well, we can't even afford to have you because you know too much.
Right.
So you could be underqualified, overqualified, and so you imagine going to school for all those years, having all this debt for them to say you're overqualified. Like, all right, where the fuck do I win here? Or you don't
Right.
have enough experience. How the fuck am I supposed to gain experience if nobody gives me a fucking chance?
Yep. That's crazy.
Like it's insane. That's why that college shit.
And that's
I
like
said,
a whole different topic to
Literally,
talk about,
yeah.
because college is like really a
the
scam.
illest
sometimes.
scam if you're
Like,
not gonna
right,
go for
if
the
there's nothing like that you actually have to study for a very
Like
long
law
time.
school and shit,
I feel
like-
like shit should be like a 6-month program. No funny shit, because once you get to the job, it's like, oh shoot,
Yeah, a
what did I
program.
learn? Because it's nothing that I did in school, because they make me take all these extra classes. But again, we'll get into college because we have our own opinion about it.
Facts.
So, now cost of food. So currently in the U.S., food has gone up 11.5%.
It's so crazy that I spoke about this with Mariani during the COVID days. I'm like, they are not just giving us this fucking money just to give it to us. Shit's about to skyrocket. And that's exactly how it is. Please explain to me, why are the eggs so expensive?
That's here. So
I want you to explain that to me.
So right now, currently, food has gone up in pricing due to shortage of laborers in factories. So, and it has spiked the cost of things due to like transporting the goods. So they don't have people to transport. They just don't have people to do the work, the behind the scenes.
Where the chickens at?
So that's what they're saying.
There's not enough
right?
chickens?
No, that's just overall like why food has gone up. So the most expensive foods right now currently is eggs, butter.
Yo, butter is out of fucking pocket.
Butter is
Butter is like $10. You know,
currently
the other day I bought a butter, I put it back 10 times. I swear to God, I picked it up, put it back, picked it up, put it back. I'm like, wait, I'm about to really spend almost $10 on this butter that I used to complain about back in the days because it was $4.39.
Yep, almost $5. Yep.
Butter is almost $10 fucking dollars, and I like a specific butter.
Yep. This morning I spent about 3 minutes in my fridge looking for butter. There was none.
There's not gonna be none for a little bit. That means your mom probably bought a little one.
She sure did, and I used it all, and it's just like there's no more butter. Like I have to go get this expensive ass butter.
Nobody's talking about butter though. Everybody's talking about eggs, but
butter butter is crazy.
Is the next fucking level right now.
So my Dominicans, if you're making your mango, man,
you better use some olive oil and salt.
No, I. Right now, butter is expensive. So the next one is flour mixes, which is weird.
Is it really? Flour is usually cheap.
Olives, pickles, and relish is also high.
Damn,
this is just stuff I'm reading.
Pickles are very expensive right now.
So the question everybody's been waiting for. Mind you, eggs went up 11.1%. Why are eggs so expensive? Everybody knows it's expensive, but nobody actually knows why it's expensive.
Why? Please enlighten me right now.
Why
because
is
last time I checked these chickens,
are eggs expensive?
Should we just buy a chicken?
Do you think that like it's like you would think like what's your thought? Like I just want to hear your thought first on why you think eggs are expensive.
I honestly truly don't know. I really like don't know.
Like there's this why are eggs mad expensive? Like what the
I just
hell?
feel like they're forcing it now. Like eggs is something that people use a lot. You need it. Like it's an essential for a lot of recipes. You know, like to bake cakes, to like mash shit. You just need mad eggs for breakfast. Breakfast is like the most important meal. These chickens have gold on them.
So the reason why eggs are so expensive is because,
quote unquote,
a strain of bird flu is affecting the farming stock across America.
Man.
Bullshit.
Come on.
Bullshit. You know how much chickens you can produce? And you're telling me they're all being affected like that? You're lying.
They're lying.
They
just probably looked up what is the most purchased thing in the supermarkets or something. Like people always need fucking eggs. And to make a lot of stuff, you need multiple eggs. You can't just use one egg. You need a bunch of eggs. And they said this is the product right here where we're gonna get all our dollars. Eggs.
I should have invested in a farm. Why?
Oh, seriously.
Like, why don't we think of these things? I should have became a farmer.
You know what it is?
5 years ago.
We're city people. We're city girls. Where the fuck are we gonna put a farm?
I would have been caking right now.
In the fucking backyard with the garage. Like we can't have fucking farm no more.
Like chickens is gold now. Like chickens is real gold. Like you Dominicans now, you guys just can't be purchasing the chicken and the next day it's gone and it's in your stomach.
Yeah.
You got to keep these chickens, lay some eggs now, and then you can maybe eat it. Because that's how Dominicans do it.
Because it's spooky right
when
now.
you're little and they be like, un pollito. I be like around. Like I've had chickens in the crib.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, playing with it and shit. And then the next day it's not there. And I be like, pa, el pollo.
Gone. All you see is the feathers hung.
And that shit's traumatizing. And I would see it on the sink.
It was a goat for me.
Yeah, I would see it in the sink like, pa qué? So like really asking like, pa qué? So I know that's not
I
the
swear
chicken.
to God, if I lived in DR, I would probably be a vegetarian because the way you like, this is off topic, the way you fall in love with these little animals that just suddenly appear, like, oh my God, a little baby goat, how cute. You know, being from the US, this is like, they're so cute and little. and then you wake up and you just see skin hanging, and you're like, what the fuck? What kind of murder scene is going on? What the fuck? What happened to the fucking baby goat? I named it. Like, what the fuck?
Traumatizing.
Very traumatizing.
My
That
dad's
shit
a
speak out.
hunter, so he would come home with birds and stuff. That's a little off topic. He would come home with birds, and I know he would go hunting, and the next day I knew it was gonna be cooked. And my mom
know.
would be cooking rice and beans, right? Smack it with
Dia.
the chicken. And
Dia.
so I would question, is this chicken or not? Or is this the bird from yesterday? And they would trick
Like
me and tell
birds?
me, yes, another species. Like it's a bird, but like it's another bird.
Like a hummingbird?
Another weird bird. A walking
Like a
one.
woodpecker?
Like a walking one.
like a pigeon?
No, not like that. Not them nasty.
Oh.
But like another bird from the woods and shit.
Aye.
And,
Duck and shit.
And I would be like, no, pa, esto no es pollo. He'd be like, oh, sí. And I'd be like, no, it's not, pa. Ew, it's nasty. Yo, that's traumatizing. But yeah, birds, chickens, you out here.
Chickens is the ones that
You're
are living
out
this
here.
luxurious life like right now. Like, you want me?
It's
Pay
like
up.
low
Love.
key, like motherfuckers should invest in chickens now.
That's what I'm saying. We should go to the vivero and be like, no, yo lo quiero vivo.
Like
Yo
it's
quiero
like
el
now we
pollo
gotta
vivo.
invest. Like I gotta get little chicks and raise them. Crazy.
I'm about to start selling eggs in the hood, like EBT.
No, funny. Like we gotta start like selling eggs now on the side.
I got a chicken.
Like if like maybe
What's up?
on what's it called?
Like the lechero going around. Oh, I got a chicken. Getting
real.
huevo, fresh, fresco.
On Poshmark. So
Literally.
chickens. Oh.
I seen earlier on Instagram that a mom had her kids paint potatoes because eggs were too expensive, and I was fucking dying, and the kids looked heated painting their potatoes.
Did you see that Dollar Tree took off that they are no longer selling eggs because they can't afford it?
I believe it. Dollar Tree is.
But my
that's
thing is
another
like
topic.
you think that like these companies are actually giving us eggs?
No, hell no. You can see if you go get like a good carton of eggs, and then you compare it to just the regular eggs that you would just get at Stop and Shop, all these whatever. The color of the yolk is like very, very different. It's almost nasty. But I don't like to get into that. I just fucking eat it and that's it. Because honestly, if you just start worrying about shit like that, you'll never eat shit, honestly.
Never.
Especially in America. Because I swear to God, this shit is all in America. All of this madness is in America, where people are feeding to come. People, if you are not from America, stay where you are. Honestly, I know it looks like the fucking dream, the American dream. There's no American fucking dream. That
Unless
doesn't
you're
exist.
here to just really have a go and come in and come out, but do not get stuck here.
But I feel like there's not really an American dream. Like, I don't want to be ungrateful because we do have more luxuries in certain countries, whatever. But yo, the way they brainwash you and the way they fucking like, whether you like it or not, the toxins that are in the food in the US is fucking insane. The portions they give us, like if you notice, if you go on TikTok and you put in a large Sprite in the UK and then a large Sprite here, is crazy. Their largest is like probably like our mediums. They're super large is our mediums. Like America is a fucking trap. I swear to God.
And it's now like there's a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't want to get too deep
because there's just a lot of things that are just questionable. And honestly, we don't know where life is taking us right now. Currently, I don't have the knowledge right now currently on where life is going to take us or how life is going to be in the next 3 years.
It's really scary though.
All I can do is be able to sustain, save, and that's pretty much it. I even heard to be honest, there's a lot of things. Like even I was listening to some guy who's very wealthy talking about saving too, how that's like poor people stuff. And it's kind of weird because it was making a lot of sense.
Really? I want to hear that.
It was like, it's like you're saving all this money. It's like if you're saving not to invest, then what's the point of saving?
Yeah, it's true. Or what about when you have debt and you have savings? Do you really have savings when you have mad debt?
Right.
Me personally, I don't use my debit card nowhere. I use my credit card everywhere because I feel like that's the most smartest method to go by. Like, I just want to build credit because in America, that's all that fucking matters. credit. So if you see me using my debit card, like it's very, very rare that I'm using my debit card. I'm always using these credit cards because that's what matters in America. Credit. You could be a billionaire and if you don't have credit, that shit don't matter. Nothing.
It does not matter.
Literally.
But yeah, it was so weird. I got so intrigued and I was like, I definitely want to listen more about this because it's like it's going somewhere. It's making some type of sense. So, but what kind of question do you want to leave out this session?
What do you mean?
Like, what kind of question do you want to leave people with right now, currently? People listening. Is there a question you want to leave them with? Something that they could think about?
Not from the top. Do you have one?
No, I was hoping you have, because you were saying like something good, and I was like, ooh, maybe she has a question, because you were saying something about, I forgot what it was.
Enlighten me.
I don't know. I think the question I'll leave with everyone today is, where do you think America will be in the next 3 years? I feel like, how do you think things are going to change price wise?
And what are you doing to set yourself up for the next 3 years? And that's a question that's also for myself, because I truly try not to think about these things because it really stresses me out. Like somebody recently asked me, you know how usually like people ask, or you ask somebody else, what's your goal within the next 5 years? I literally had no answer for the first time because shit's so spooky right now. I can't say I want to have kids. I have no answer, like no answer at all. I'm with Jesus right now.
That's, yeah, for those
Literally,
who do
that's my
believe in
answer.
Jesus, we believe in Jesus, and it's just more of like, I'm just praying, you know, and at the end of the day, we got to be grateful for our life, you know, and what we have, and just working towards, we really can't, there's really nothing that you can't force, right? All you can do is keep working towards what you want and setting up yourself good, but things don't happen from one day to the next unless you're very lucky, right? You know? But thank you guys for tuning into
thank you guys
episode.
so much for watching. We could go deeper and deeper with this topic. This topic goes much different routes.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I enjoyed this topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I got stuck. Please be sure to check out our next episode next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye, guys.